Hello, and welcome back, or welcome to Pizza's podcast. I'm your host, Pizzachan. How is everybody doing today? My lovelies, my beautiful peeps. Are you enjoying your weekend? Because I sure as heck am. I sure as heck am. Well, look at all of these beautiful people in my chat today. We have Jack, of course. We have the beautiful Ro. We have Maligo who's throwing those bits at me. Thank you very much. We have Miss Lexi Lou. Yes, yes, yes. And our special guest is in the chat as well. So, yes. Shall we begin? Our guest today is very special. A very special person to me. She is lovely. Very lovely. Very talented at very many things, including streaming. She has one of those soothing types of voices. One of those people you click on and listen to and feel instantly at ease. She's also my Twitter sister, so you guys better behave and not do any bullying. But I know you guys won't because you're amazing. Anyway, let's bring on the great Lozy, shall we, and get this podcast started. Let's get this podcast started. Anyway, I'm feeling weird today, so let's do the thing. Yes? Let's do the thing. Lozy, you there?
Yes, I'm here, yes.
Okay, welcome to the podcast. Again.
Yeah, I was going to say thank you for having me.
Oh, why wouldn't I have you? You are amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
You're amazing as well.
No, this is not about me. This is about you. This podcast is about you. Okay?
But I just want to say you're amazing too.
Oh, apparently I'm overpowering you. I knew that would happen. Because I'm a big mouth. I'm sorry. All right, how is that, Jack? Please talk again, Miss Lozy.
I was going to say, is this any better?
She's a very quiet person.
I try not to be.
Lord, overpower my big old fat mouth.
Molly's saying we needed a bit louder.
Bit louder. All right, we can do this. Turn on this creepy ass music. All right.
Is this any better?
I need a verdict, chat. Can you hear Miss Lozy now? Thank you. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
All right, so Miss Lozy, or oh god, that music is really freaking loud in my ear now. Shh, quiet. Okay. So Lozy or Lozothewild is my guest today. We have been friends for oh my god, how long have we been friends for? Like forever.
Forever, I think.
It feels like forever. But she is one of my favorite people ever. So we're gonna learn about her today. So, how are you doing today, Lozy? Tell me all about it.
I'm okay today. I had a little bit of an aches and pains from the fibro, but that's about it, really.
Yeah. Miss Lozy has fibromyalgia, amongst other things. Her body is broken and we need to find her a new one. Or find a necromancer to make her a new one.
Yes. I need a new body.
We need a new body for Lozy so she can do all the cool things she wants to do. But shall we begin? Are you ready?
Yeah. Yes, I'm ready.
I think the hardest question is my first question is tell us a little bit about you.
Right. So okay. I would just say that obviously you guys know anyway. I love making stuff. I love making wax melts, reading, love writing, listening to all kinds of like music and stuff like metal and playing video games and all that. And you guys know that I like to write poetry as well. I've always seen poetry as a way to get my feelings down onto paper without, say, having to like write a diary or write a journal entry or something like that. And yeah, it does make my brain really think, like, how could I put such thoughts and feelings into a narrative as well? But yes, other than that, all I can really say is I'm from the very rainy country called Wales, and and yeah, it is literally raining almost all the time. Yeah, You know, it's and yeah, I can't really say much. You know, I can't really say much other than that. Oh, we have Misty here with us as well. Misty's here.
Oh, we have a special guest, Misty, her cat.
Yeah, we do.
Yes, yes. But you're not my first guest from Wales. Quasi Saturn's from Wales as well. Yes, I interviewed him. Was it season 2? Season 2? Yep. He's very funny. So I love the pictures he sends me. So anytime you want to send me pretty pictures, Lozzie, please do. Hello? You still there? Hello? Uh-oh. I think we lost her. Uh-oh. Oh. Yeah, uh-oh. Lozzie, you still there? Hang on a second, chat. Well, we all know what this means. Chat isn't chat without a little bit of boo-boos. Hello, my queen. How are you? Something's happening. Just disappeared. We lost Lozzie into the great unknown. Boobs! Boobs! Yes, boobs. Let's talk about boobs. All sorts of boobs until we can find out what happened to Lozzie. Oh, she hung up. She's gonna call back. Blah, 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 blah. Hello, queen. Hello, pajama mama. How are you, my darlings? Ugh. Here, let me exit out of this call. All right. I'm gorgeous? No, you're gorgeous. Only have a boob muscle left side. Oh, you're only left-sided. You're lopsided, Jack. You're lopsided. Yeah, men can have impressive boobs too. They can have nice titties. So, you know, like they can flex them and stuff, and when they get all shiny with perspiration, oh my god, I am so perverted today. So, we gotta find out what happened to Lozzie. Miss Lozzie! Okay. I don't see this happened. I forget who else this happened with. That the something happened to the phone call, and then something. The silence is killing me though. So, chat, how's it? Abs, you mean? No. I mean pectorals. You can see the rib bones on the right side because of it. Oh, well, everybody has one bigger boob, I guess. Or one big boob and one small boob. Everybody's lopsided. Nobody has equal boobs. Hey, Pete, how are you? You and your beautiful bald head. Yeah, right. Something happened to Lozzie. If anybody can get a hold of Lozzie, please let me know. Because she's not answering me back on Discord. Your net died. Oh, no! How horrible is that?
Stranger from the outside.
Queen, thank you so much for gifting that sub to Pete. Oh, are you restarting your internet, Miss Lozzie? Oh my god, that music is loud. It's deafening me. Don't deafen me, please. Plus. Well, it was bound to happen eventually, right? Ah! Dramatic. You're good, thanks? I'm a shiny head. So, I always tell the story that, when I was getting chemo treatment, I really wanted my hair to fall out so I could draw spots and put horns on it, like Darth Maul. But it didn't happen. My hair didn't fall out, thank goodness. It was because the doctors broke my shoulder as a new... ow! Excuse me? Why would you... Ow! Why would they break... Oh, just didn't come out? Didn't come out correctly? I don't know, that's weird. It's a weird thing to say. Excuse me, I came out backwards. If you want a Lizzie factoid, I came out backwards. I came out ass first. I'm letting the world know exactly where I stand. Butt first. We have so many beautiful people in the chat today. I'm so happy to see all of you. Hello, Miss Mom, Miss Shotgun Jen. Look at all these famous streamers coming into my stream. This humble garbage stream. We have the O'Malley, who is an amazing streamer. We have Shotgun Jen, amazing streamer. Pajama Jama.
From the outside.
Queen's going crazy! Queen, thank you for gifting the sub to Mom. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Reset the router, damn thing. Okay, Lozzie, take your time, no big hurry. We're just talking about boobs. Because my chat is like that. We talk about boobs and butts. See, I like the 3 B's, chat. I've talked about them before. Biceps, butts, and boobs. Gotta have the 3 B's. Biceps are amazing, even on chicks. But, yeah. So I hope you all are having a good time today. And I hope all you guys are playing games, hard gaming today, or cozy gaming, depending on kind of your point of view. The 32-bit kid is here! Salute! So many beautiful people, exactly. And you get 10 brownie points for using punnage in my cat. Wait a minute, that sounds disgusting. In my chat. Lude in this Christian podcast. Cute Bit, salute! Welcome on in, Cute Bit. How are you, my darling? Yeah, we're not lewd at all. Not lewd at all. Lozzie, just tell me when you want me to call you back, okay? So we can get this podcast rolling. Get this podcast rolling. Ow, my ear. Ow! You know, what I like regular headphone sets. I have these really nice pair of headphones. I forget where they're from or what they're by. Corwin. I've had them for a really long time. Problem is the pushy part. Wait, we got some disco now. Wait. That's completely not in my track. What is that? Boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and... Nope, that's the wrong tune. I don't know where it came from or why it decided to be a thing, but it needs to go away. I don't understand. Yeah. I have a specific playlist for my podcast. I don't know where the disco or dance music just suddenly came from, yes. So. Okay. All right, let me roll up in chat and see. My right bicep is fucked because of that. It grows. Oh my god, Jack, that really sucks. I'm doing good, and I'm clean. Hair is fluffy as fuck. Hey, we have some fluffy hair problems. Okay, so basically, my hair looks like a hag raven's hair if I don't have it up. So it's always in a bun. My husband calls it my lunch lady bun. But if it gets too long, it becomes out of control and sentient and wants to kill people like Sindel from Mortal Kombat. So I need to get a haircut, but I'm petrified of salons. But I understand poofy hair moments. It's a dangerous thing to have. Thanks for tips with the diamond painting. Oh, of course, Shotgun Jen. So, Jen, of course. If you need any more, I'm not an expert, but I will definitely be there to help you. Also, Jen, the gems themselves come in these little plastic bags that most of them don't reseal, and you have to tape them. So it's good to have like a container or something to put them in, but otherwise you drop them all. And be prepared to have them like randomly in your house. We have a whole bunch of them. My husband always finds them on his feet and in his shoes. They just end up everywhere. Oh my goodness. 70% on Hubby Takeover stream. You guys want to see him play Resident Evil, don't you? You ready? Okay, we're gonna call Lozzie back now. Lozzie, my love. Lozzie. Oh, yes. I will show you, if you want, later I can send you a picture of my kits. All of my diamond painting streams, there's 2 type of kits you can use. There's one's like a fishing box, the other one's a little circle thing. But let me call Lozzie first. Call the Lozzie. Hello.
Why did that have to happen?
It's because we're captions. Thank you, Cupid.
Oh.
We're streamers. That's what it happens to streamers.
Yes, guys, whatever you do, don't go with talk. They're rubbish. They just
All
die.
right. Yeah, we were just talking about boobs and diamond paintings, normal things that we talk about on my
You
podcast.
missed out on the good stuff. Damn it.
Yeah, because I follow the 3 Bs, biceps,
Yes.
boobs, and butts.
Yes.
Must have them all.
Yes.
But anyway, we were talking about you.
You're talking about me. Oh God. That's all I can say really is that obviously I'm from the very rainy country called Wales. I think
Mhm.
that's where it cut off.
Yeah.
I love making wax melts, reading, writing, listening to all kinds of music, including heavy metal, goth metal, the whole lot. Playing video games, diamond paintings. You know all of it, Lizzie. You know all of it.
I do, but they don't. Can I turn up Lozzie? Is she still low? God dang it, Lozzie. All right, let's see if we can.
Back on.
Back on now.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to make.
Sorry. My mum come in and was like, "Why is the internet gone off?" I was like, "No." I was like, "No, it's back. It's back."
Oh yes, and lunch lady buns. Yes, I have a lunch lady bun.
Yeah.
Because my hair's wild
Lunch
like a hag raven. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Lunch lady Pete.
It's okay. It's okay. My husband calls me a lunch lady. It's fine. But he loves me. It's fine.
You have lovely hair, Lizzie. You have
No.
lovely hair.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I look like a witch. It's fine. But
Envious of the color it is. I'm like, oh, I want the color.
yeah, I know. What is going on with my sound? See, this is just going to be the day where everything sucks. I know it is. All right. But
Oh,
you're quiet, but you keep peeking, which is weird. But yes.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm. This is the life we live.
Yeah, this is the life of streamers, guys. Net dying, no. Peaking problems.
Yeah. Sorry. Well, we're gonna have to deal with this for now. I hope you can at least hear her. You can at least hear her, right? Yes? Don't laugh at me, Mally, okay? That's mean. I sound perfect? Well, thank you. I worked hard at getting my blue dildo on the right point. Yeah, I have a blue Yeti. So
Blue dildo.
that's what it looks like.
Oh.
You can just about hear her. Interesting. Some people say they can hear you, but you're quiet. Some people say that they can't hear you at all. It is so strange.
That's weird. That is
Thanks for
really weird.
making that a quote, Lexi. All right. Anyway, you can't beat a good bun. You don't have any hair, Pete. How can you go for a bun? Seriously. All right, Lozzie. So we're getting into these questions.
Yeah. Sorry. What's the next question? Sorry.
I'm sorry. We were going to ask you about why you started streaming.
I started streaming because I wanted to take up streaming, as I wanted to mainly stream horror games. In fact, one of the first games I did stream was The Evil Within 2, because I didn't have The Evil Within 1 on my PS4, and I love that game as well. I did take a break from streaming for a good few months, and then when I came back, I started streaming like Tomb Raider, Days Gone, Spyro, all the good stuff. And I will say this. In fact, I will give a lot of credit to our lovely Shotgun Jen, because without her both suggesting and supporting me, as obviously as well as you guys as well. Getting back into streaming, I probably wouldn't have taken it back up. And my streams are mainly old school. That just seems to be my thing at the minute. I do play a lot of retro games. Even I streamed not too long ago Fatal Frame, the Maiden of Blackwater, which was a lot of fun actually. I need to finish it. I do need to finish it. It wasn't like brand new or anything like that. It had been out for quite a while. I would love to do brand new games though. Do games blind as they come out and things and all, like you've been doing with Dead Space Remake.
Mm-hmm. Don't get me started on that, Lozzie.
I was gonna say, don't spoil. I want to play it. I want to play it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Although I do know, obviously saying that, I do know the story and all, but I'm like, no, don't spoil.
Well, it's mostly the same, but it does have a couple of jump scares here and there, and they made it longer somehow.
Oh,
It's like
nice.
almost, it can be up to like 15 hours, they said. So it's like, yes, bring it on.
Yes. Give us all the dead space.
That's right. All right. So your recent games were Medieval, Tomb Raider, and Devil May Cry. That was the recent ones on your list. You also play a lot of brain fart. Hang on. Resident Evil HD, which I have yet to complete. I know, hangs head in shame, but I still have to complete it. But I might have to
Um,
invite you on my on my stream with me, so I'll be like, okay, Leslie, what am I doing fucking wrong here? Because I can't do this game.
yes, we need to do that again. We need to do that again because that was a lot of fun. That was.
Yes, yes.
Yes, but yes, I really do need to update this list because like Devil May Cry 5 was the game I streamed before I hit affiliate all those years ago.
Mm.
So I really do need to update it.
Update. It's okay, Lozzie. It's all right. It's
Yeah.
right. We move at our own speed. Each streamer has their own niche, our own flow. Some people don't even make schedules. Like the streamer that's interviewing right now, who doesn't like to make schedules because the day of, I'll be like, nah, I don't want to fucking play that.
I advise against making schedules in that way, especially because I used to make schedules and I could stick to them,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got ill with the fibro, and it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I'm
Chat.
still in the brain of going like, right, oh, I want a schedule on this day, and then it comes to that day, and I'm like, I don't feel well enough to stream. And it's like, oh,
Lozzie has an added handicap, I wouldn't want to
I
say. She's
do.
got a line of thing. She's got a boot stuck on her foot. She's got fibro biting at her and biting the buns, we like to say. So
Yeah.
she actually, I don't know, I think that's amazing that she can actually pull up all of that energy after being in pain and tired as heck and not wanting to deal with anybody and taking all the medication, having the side effects from that. And she still comes out here with this lovely attitude and loves everybody. So see, even if you're in pain, you don't
Oh,
have to be a dick. You know what I mean?
exactly.
But I admire her, and I think PJ has it too, if I'm not mistaken, fibro.
Yes.
I couldn't even imagine waking up and being in pain and there's nothing you can do about it. You're just like,
Mm,
mm.
it's not fun. I'm not gonna lie, it's not fun.
Right, right. So I admire you for that, that you're that strong that you can come out here and still have fun with us and you have that. So put positive thoughts towards Lozzie and maybe she'll get up there to be a partner and make so much money and say like, yes, I will make my own company, like not hopefully not like Umbrella, and say, I will get rid of fibromyalgia and go the fuck off, go away. That kind of thing. So
Yeah.
yeah. You do, yes, she does.
Ooh.
See, I thought you had it too. So
I'd
yeah.
be calling it not umbrella.
Not Umbrella. The not umbrella, but my heart goes out to those people who cannot, they have these chronic illnesses that people are like, oh my god, I can't believe you're not working. It's like, bitch, you wake up with chronic pain every day and see how nice you
Yeah,
are.
exactly. Yeah,
Yes.
like I'm just, I'm just trying to do what I can. Like that's all you can do, really.
Yep. Like I
You
said,
know.
if I will never say anything to you if you cancel a stream, if you cancel a podcast, if you say you can't do something, I'll be like, totally, you go on freaking rest, girl. You
Yeah.
do if even if you just get up and brush your fucking hair, it's like, yes, victory. That's it.
Yes, it is. Yes, I recently got back to the gym as well, so I was like, yes,
Heck
victory in that way as
yeah!
well.
Heck
It's like,
yeah!
yes.
Oh, we got Marky Mark. Hello, Marky Mark.
Hi, Mark.
I knew Mark was going to show up eventually because you're here. So yes. All right. So how long have you been streaming, Laws?
Oh, do you know what? I can't remember if it's just past 2 years or not. I genuinely can't remember, but it has been quite a while.
Mm.
It may be more, but I'm really, really not certain if I'm honest with you. But yeah, because like I said, when I first started, I took that massive break, as you know, and like obviously, like Jen and everyone was going, "No, come back. We want to see you stream and things,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but yeah, it was quite a while ago, I will say.
We're gonna have to figure out when you started streaming,
I do need to figure out when
so
I
we can get you an
started.
anniversary date, so we can just like lavish and throw bits at you, positive harassment. You know what I mean? Go and go. That's Lozzie did the thing. Yes, but
Yeah, I do have like an affiliate anniversary, but yeah, when I actually started, oh god, no, I can't remember at all.
Yeah, I remember the day because I made affiliate on the day I started, which
You
was
made affiliate.
on the
Oh,
same
that's
day.
amazing.
So
That's amazing.
I kind of had an unfair advantage. I told this story before. I had an unfair advantage because I was already, since being on the treatments, my cancer treatments and all that, I couldn't work because I was just felt like I had the flu one week. I was okay for a couple days, and then I have to get another treatment. Feel like I had the flu again. So I just wanted to sleep. But so
Yeah.
I spent most of my time in people's streams like Veggie Power Up and all that, and I made a bunch of friends. And then they're like, they're mostly cozy streamers, and it's like I love horror games. And it's like you should stream. I was like, I don't have the stream. But anyway, then
Yeah.
COVID hit, and it was like you should do that. So I bought myself a mic, and it was like, okay, let's try this. 3 o'clock in the morning. I think Baby Bear, one of the first people who followed me and was one of my mods, came in and was, wait, you're streaming? How are you streaming? I tried Twitch Studio or whatever. I was like, hey, this is pretty cool. And I just kept doing it.
Yeah, I think that was me as well. I was like, oh, I can stream on the PS4. Oh, this is really cool. This is
Yes.
really cool. This.
It was like, this is a way I can still heal and do the process of becoming healthy again and make a little money, take some burden off my poor husband over here, supported me through that 8 years of hell. So yeah, and then I met all of you beautiful people. It's like these people encouraged me to be a streamer. I suck at games. And then I met all of you. I met Veggie, and then there was a whole line of people, and I randomly met Queen. Then from there I met Jen and you and PJ
Yes.
and all of you guys, and I'm like, these are my friends, these are my family. Twitch is an amazing place. I mean, there is a shithole, a dark void of
Yes,
Twitch,
there is. Yes.
but there's this other place that is so amazing that it gives you this high. You want to freaking fly up in the sky and go, hoorah! It's so good. It's so good. So you keep at it, Luzzy. You keep being your beautiful self.
Oh, you too, Lizzie. You too.
Stranger from the outside.
Queen! Thank you for gifting us up to Marky Mark. He's got a green eyeball.
Oh, hi, Queen.
Yes, Queen.
hi.
Me and Queen were talking this morning about that new game, Forspoken.
Oh, yeah. I've heard a little bit. You heard bits about it. From Queen and Pete talking about it and things as well.
If you guys have seen the Netflix Resident Evil series, the main character, the older main character, it's the mocap model for that game. And I was like, oh, I know I've seen her face before. But anyway, we're getting off track again.
That's where I've seen her.
Yes!
Thank you.
It'll drive me nuts until I figure it out.
Yeah, it was driving me nuts as well. Every time I saw her, like in the trailer and all, I was like, I've seen you in something, and I don't know why it was.
She has freckles. She has freckles on the top of her cheekbones, and she has a gap between her teeth. And that's one of my favorite things to write in a person. Mally, you weirdo! I'm
Mally's
sorry,
going
Lozzie. I didn't
mad.
mean to yell in your ear.
It's all right, don't worry.
Melly, thank you for gifting us up to Monk, Reject 101, which is Sam, and Cute Bit. I love you.
Yeah, I just want to say as well, like hi to everyone. Actually, hi everyone. Once again, sorry about my internet as well cutting out. When it happened, I was like, Lizzie's not talking to me. Like, what's happening? You know?
Yeah, we were talking.
And
We
then-
were like, "What's going on?" Okay, we'll talk about boobs until she comes back.
Yeah, and I put it in there, and I said, I think my internet just died.
But it's all right. It's all right. If you don't have technical problems, are you really a streamer? Are you really
That's
a
true.
streamer?
That's
You're not.
true.
You're not.
That's one
all
of the
right.
most frustrating things about being a streamer as well.
Is the sound issues, problems with Elgato connectivity, dropped frames, trouble with this, updates, games being shit, copyright strikes, all of that kind of stuff. It's like
all that stuff.
you just sit up there with a baseball bat and go, okay, all right, who comes next? Which one of you bitches is coming next? But anyway, do you remember the first game you played on stream?
I think the first game I played was either. Oh no, it was The Evil Within 2. It was The Evil Within 2. It was probably
Really?
the first one I played, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and I can remember it as well because that was the first time Mark and everyone started to watch me as well, and I was like, "Oh my! I feel so nervous, like I'm playing in front of all my friends, It's like."
Also,
But,
chat, if you hear swearing in the background, my husband's playing Dead Space. Just so you know.
Dead Space is fantastic, but it also makes me swear a lot.
Yes, because he's stomping right now, and he says, "You gotta be fucking kidding me!" So if you hear him growl in the background, that's him. His desk is like 4 feet, 7 feet from my desk. So he's going to start yelling, "Husbando, stomp!" That's right.
Yeah.
I need a T-shirt
Stomp
that
it
says
out.
Isaac Clarke stomp on the back of it, because it'd be it. All right, so you
Mhm.
played Evil Within. You're a fan of those games. I started playing the first one on Xbox, and I absolutely hated it. Maybe I should try it again. I absolutely hated the controls to it.
The second one is better. I will say that. The second one's a lot better. The first one, you've got to persevere with it. But
Mm-hmm.
the second one is hell of a lot better. It's probably one of my favorites, I would say.
Okay, so yeah, we all know. I mean, I loved all of the graphics and everything. The storyline was pretty cool, but it was like I can't. It's like Code Veronica. I love Code Veronica. It is a gem in the Resident Evil series. But the controls, man, I'd rather cut off my ankle. I'd rather cut off my ankle and walk on my shin than play
And
that game.
one other thing as well about Code Veronica, Lizzie.
Mm-hmm.
Steve.
Yes.
Just Steve.
Steve, I'd rather go. It's like Claire.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you? You could have had Leon Kennedy. Who did you pick? Steve. Well, great. Oh, excuse me. What? We're not. Wait. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Claire. Like,
I'm sorry, Laws. We can't talk about Resident Evil because I won't shut up, and we will stop interviewing you right there.
I'm the same.
Because that is. It's in my DNA.
Podcast about me. Let's just talk about Resident Evil for the rest of it.
Okay, so tell me the story behind the Lozothewild brand. Your name. Everybody has a reason why they chose the name they did.
Well, I will.
Excuse me.
When I originally started on Twitch, I was actually known under another name. Jen and Pete know this name as well. I was known as Lozzie Pops originally.
Oh, okay.
But there was a little bit of like, I don't want to, stir up any potential drama or anything like that. But let's just say I had a touch of an experience of that void.
Yeah, the drama
we were
mama.
talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
The drama one.
Mm-hmm.
And that was part of the reason why I changed my name. But it did take me a little while to think of a new name. So I was, when I started anyway, the Tomb Raider community was like quite big on here. It's sort of leveled out a bit now between all other communities, I think, but the Tomb Raider community was quite big. And I would say as well, like I had to, I did have to really think then. And then one day I was just sort of like typing out random names. I was actually typing out random names, what could go with Loz, or Lozzie.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one of the names that popped up, Lozothewild. And I was like, oh, that sounds quite cool,
Mm-hmm.
Come into some quite wild stuff and all as well. And when I changed my name, everyone was going, because like Breath of the Wild, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild not long come out, and everyone's like, oh, you're a fan of Breath of the Wild, and I'm like, I've not played it before, so no, that's not where it's come from. Like, yeah, I like Zelda, don't get me wrong, this is one of the ones I haven't played yet, there's quite a few of them I got to play, but yeah, I did. I ended up changing it to Laws of the Wild, and there's been jokes about it now where we just sort of go, nah, she's Laws of the Tame, she's not Laws of the Wild, just call her Laws of the Tame. And but yeah, I did think it shocked some people as well. I think it shocked Jen, because Jen was like, oh, I really like, like she did say, I really liked your old name, Lozzie Pops, and but yeah, that's all there is really to say about it, really. Like, it was like, literally like going into a clothes shop and I don't know, trying on a new t-shirt or something like that, see what it looks like and going, yeah.
You hear that right there? How she described that, you can tell she's a writer. So my name wasn't Pizzachan 504 when I started. In the Twitch world, it became that when the internet discovered I was obsessed with pizza and had at least twice a week because it was the only thing I could taste on chemo. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I just fell in love with it and just kept eating it. Yeah, I was Lissachan 1217, and then became Lissachan 504, and then became Pizzachan. So, we all have a weird story that comes along with our name. So,
Yes.
it's always good to
Yeah,
hear that.
that's loosely the story that came along with it. I could have gone a little bit more into like, other things, but I thought, no, leave that drama in the past. You don't need it now.
Yeah, that's another bad and unfortunate thing that comes along with streaming. You
It
will
is, yes.
snag on drama every once in a while, and sometimes it's almost devastating to you and your community, and sometimes it just blows over like, what the hell just happened? So yeah.
it does. Yeah, that's basically Twitch drama in a nutshell, that is.
Yeah. So you got to be careful. Be careful who you let in. Be careful who you trust, because not everybody's there to be your friend. Some people just want to use you as a stepping stone to get higher. Then there's the people it's like, oh my God, this person is so awesome. That's me. I think everybody's awesome. It's like, oh, I want to go and sit in that person's chat because their vibes are amazing. And it's like, yeah, okay. I'm done now. Done being a fangirl.
Yeah. That is the gist of it, basically. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, what is the most frustrating thing you found as a streamer?
Most frustrating thing I found I would say, because obviously it's like there's little things like you said, like with capture cards and not working, and like because like consoles as well, you got to charge your controllers as well. And
Yeah,
I thought, well,
my heart goes out to you, console gamers. I don't even know how you freaking do it.
well, I'm going from console gamer, as you know, to PC.
So how does it work? Will you explain it to me how it works?
What console gaming?
Console gaming through an OBS. Do you do it through your phone? Is that how you read chat?
On OBS, you've got like a section where you can bring the chat up on the Mac version of it.
Okay.
So that's loosely how I do it. Sometimes I use my phone if I'm there thinking like, well, I don't know, it's a little bit too far. So I just, I'll just look at my phone and see what people are typing and all, But yeah, that's loosely about it, and obviously, having a capture card so you can capture, the console as well.
Yeah, I'm a dummy when it comes to technology. It took me almost 500 videos to learn how to use OBS and figure out how to stream. So
I'm still learning. Don't worry about it.
I'm in that generation where they say I don't know how to use technology. It's not true. I know how to use it. It's just it takes me a long time to figure out how to use it.
Yeah, same.
Yes, I'm the dinosaur streamer. I should call myself. I'm an old lady streamer. It makes sense. I have a bun then, gray hair and a bun. But yeah. So what's the most rewarding thing for you as a streamer? Oh, words are hard. Excuse me.
The most. Oh, no, sorry, Lizzie. I was about to talk then, and you were still talking.
No, it's fine. It's fine. If I talk over you, just tell me to shut up.
You got to tell me off if I do that as well. Just go, Lozzie, I'm talking a minute. But yeah, I would say the most rewarding and fantastic things I found about being a streamer is it's your community. It's good, it's the people in your community. I've met obviously I've met so many wonderful people on Twitch who just want to come and chill and hang out and watch while I play mostly horror games really poorly, and I scream about random things like stop trying to eat my buns and things like that.
We need Lozzie merch with "Stop Eat My Buns" on the back of it. I swear to God.
But I've also discovered something as well since I started streaming, and since I got a better mic as well, because I did start on a really crappy headset.
Yeah.
But now I've got the snowball now. People actually love listening to me read stuff.
Yes!
Like whether it's in a horror game or, something I've written, or like whether I'm reading a chapter of Dracula, something like that.
Ma'am, I've told you before that you should do a reading stream, okay? Maybe you get like one of the Resident Evil books, like the Itchy Tasty book, and like read us history or something, because that would be fucking fantastic. I love things like that. My voice is crap. I'm loud and obnoxious. I can't do shit like that. I'm more to. I need a megaphone. I need an emote with a megaphone because warn people. It's like, stay away from my channel. You hurt your ears. But you have that beautiful voice that people want to hear. That they want to listen to you read. We need reading time. That's what, chat. We need a poll. We need Lozzie reading time because that's something I need in my life.
Oh, thank you.
Your
Yeah, I was
stories are
gonna say,
freaking, and you're published, by the way. Her stories are amazing, great, amazing, and this sweet lady that I'm talking to right now has a really dark inner muse, and I love it. I love her for it. Hey, Ravon, how are you, my darling? And stop
don't know where
eating
it come
buns.
from, but I do.
No. We're not stop eating buns. We do that. We talk about buns in chat, Ravon. But it's good to see you. Anyway, continue on, Lozzie.
But yes, that as well is obviously related to something which Mark in the chat knows about as well. I think you know about it as well because he's designing a scene for me to do reading streams and I'm planning every other Sunday, obviously provided I feel okay to do it. But yes, I've sort of said like, oh, we'll read Dracula, we'll read Frankenstein, we'll read
Dracula.
I don't know, The Woman in Black by Susan Hill and all, but I was just thinking like as well, we might find other stuff to read as well, but yeah, it's a lot of horror in there at the moment.
I love to hear it.
And yes, I will say I really love I don't know what it is, but like I noticed it recently as well. I really love reading the scary memos in Resident Evil. I don't know why. I really don't know why. But and I think that's where it came from originally, was reading memos in any Resident Evil game.
There was a thing going around on Twitch. I found a couple of channels doing it, doing a narrative Resident Evil playthrough where they go through and read all the memos and talk about the memos in chat while playing the game. And it was freaking amazing. I was so freaking hyped about it. It's like, series! I made an entire podcast about Resident Evil because I wanted to talk to people about it. So that's great. You should do that too. Listen to me telling you what you should do because each streamer, there are thousands, hundreds of thousands of streamers on Twitch, and unless you've got something unique to the table, you just fit into that category of variety streamer. And if you do a reading thing, your shit just went up a notch. Okay. So yes, do it, Lozzie. Do it with bells on. Just jiggle and jingle.
Do it with the bells on. Like, yeah, that sounds like an interesting stream idea.
Yeah, I would do something like that.
I'm just gonna stand there and jiggle with some bells on. It's all right.
Reading variety streamer, you say. Yes, Ravon. She has a beautiful voice, an amazing reading voice too. Some people can read out loud. They're gifted with that fact that they can read really, really well out loud. And Lozzie is one of those people. You hear me hyping you up over here? But yeah. But if she added that to her streams, I'm telling you, her viewer base would like tenfold to be like, oh, we must come out to the new writer, the new reader. It just, I love people reading to me. That's why I love audiobooks. Yeah, it's great.
That's why I like audiobooks and all as well. I just like listening to people read. Read to me. It's so relaxing.
I also have a voice fixation, so if somebody has a certain type of voice, I get ASMR from it. I don't know if you get the actual effects from it. I mean, everybody on the internet, it's kind of like a trendy thing to say ASMR now, but the real ASMR, like physical reaction, is real. If somebody hits that tempo in their voice, I get goosebumps. It's freaky, okay? And if I hear a song that I like that hits the same tempo, I will get goosebumps. I love it. It is the most weirdest thing. It like crawls up at the back of my head and back of my neck. It's really weird, but it's like, oh, I must. Gray, how are you, my darling? But yes, I can't do ASMR, Mark. My voice is too loud and weird. But yes, Lozzie can, and I will be all for that. I'll be in every one of your streams, even if I work.
I'll need to ask OS to see if he will help me with that. ASMR king.
But going back to what you were saying about being rewarded by having the most interesting people and amazing people in your chat, guaranteed, probably one of the best rewards of being a streamer. having somebody come into your chat, especially since they've been there from the beginning when you were a shit streamer with shitty headset and played horrible games and didn't know what to say and couldn't balance all of the things. I still can't balance, by the way, but still balance all the things. And they're still following you going, and they're for every stream. They're here every stream cheering you on. Oh my God, you don't know the feeling. You just melt. You turn into like cotton candy in water. You just, that's it, you're done. It is the greatest feeling ever. Heavy breathing stream. No, I'll start coughing. I can't do that. But yes, it's amazing. I understand that. It is such a high, and I'm glad I got to experience that. And I got to meet Lozzie. And I got to meet all of you, 100% people, all of you amazing, amazing beings. So good.
Yes.
Another thing, you can
Yes.
also talk about games with other people, like my Resident Evil fascination. And I've got an entire group of people who will listen to me.
Yeah, I'm one of them. I'm one of them because well, you know what I'm like. I just don't stop talking about it.
Right?
Yeah. Once you get me started as well, I think I've exhausted my poor man with it as well because she's like, I'm not talking Resident Evil with you anymore, Lozzie. You just talk about it for hours and hours nonstop. I was like, okay.
But yeah, the normal people, people that are around my age. I'm not gonna tell you how old I am. Some of you know how old I am, but
Yeah.
people around my age talk about mortgages, car loans, their kids, people getting their teeth fixed, things like that, and I'm like, I want to talk about Resident Evil. I want to talk about Dead Space because it's coming out, and people are looking at me like, "Why are you so hyped?" Oh, I'm doing something cool when I go home. What? I'm going out trying new restaurant. You tell them lies because you don't want to have to explain why you're playing video games when you're as old as you are. Like, I work with people in their late 50s and 60s, and they're not going to understand streaming in the slightest. When I get home, it's like, I'm going to talk to my people, my family. Yes, I love it. I love it. I surround myself with people who are like-minded and as have as many obsessions as I do. Like Lozzie
Yes.
over here,
Yes. Yes.
who joined me
probably,
when I
yeah.
played Resident Evil 1 because she is the person that I know who knows the most about Resident Evil 1. There's probably somebody else out there, but I prefer her company. So, meh. Anyway.
It was really wild. Like when you first asked me, like when we went on stream together, I was fine. But like before, I was like, do I know my way around this game? I was like, I don't remember if I know my way around this game. But that's what I'm like. That's what my brain is like. I'm just so dotty in that way. It's like I was playing not long ago as well. I was playing the remake not long ago, and I was like, I know this game because I played it loads, but I don't remember what I gotta do.
All right. But it's still cool, though. Lozzie is so talented. All right. So we did the most frustrating, most rewarding. Here, my voice is going. Damn it. COVID is not leaving me alone today. What is your motivation for stream? Because you have the extra baggage.
I do, yeah.
So how do you pull yourself out? It is the just streaming your favorites to your favorite people? Would that be it? What's your motivations?
I would say it's my motivations is just to stream it's just you guys, people I've met on Twitch, and like and I know like of the people who watch me and all, they like either say watching something horror, Tomb Raider, Resident Evil, things like that, and and I know that like I'm not the best sometimes, like especially if I'm having a fibro fog day,
Mm-hmm.
but people just go, like I don't get judged for it then, which is nice. It's lovely, I know. And yeah, like I said, yeah, I have got, a bit of the extra, baggage now, unfortunately, with a disability. But, like I said, the people in my community and all, they just, and you guys as well, everyone actually I've met on Twitch, not just streaming, but just chatting and all as well. Like you guys are just all so lovely. You're really you are so lovely. And you do keep, you keep me going. You do keep me going with the streams and all. Because, yeah, I would say, like, I actually didn't realize how much I really liked streaming until I came back. And like obviously that like my community had got bigger and everything as well. But yeah, it's not. I just want to say like I am rambling on a little bit now, but just thank you so
Rambling?
much,
That's a
guys.
necessity of
Honestly,
my channel.
I know I ramble terrible sometimes, but like, I do mean just like thank you so much. I want to give you all hugs, if I'm honest with you, all of you.
Yeah, you appreciate your peoples,
I
your
do.
loyal peoples, and the new peoples that come in. It's even more exciting. It's like, how will they perceive me? Ha 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 ha! But it's great. It's great. We love the Lozzie. The Lozzie. Lozzie's great.
Oh, we love you too, Lizzie. You're great as well. You're a lovely, lovely person.
Am I lovely?
You are.
Okay. My husband just looked at me. Was like, "What are you talking about?"
He's probably like, what?
I hate to be on the. I hate to see what he sees when I'm over here trying to do podcasts and stream because I swing my hands all around. This is why I can't have a camera because I would smack it off of the computer. My camera is up on an arm, so I can't smack it. I'll smack the microphone too while I'm talking. If you hear a thump, that's me smacking the microphone. I'm very, very physical when I get into a conversation. I almost smack people and knock them out when I'm sitting at a table with them. Like, back off, woman. Yes.
Well,
But,
I'm really weird that way because, like, when I'm playing games on stream, I get really physical because I've smacked this poor mic now. I don't know how many times, and like, like I don't know how many times I've gone. Like I've smacked it. That PJ will tell you because I've been in voice chats. with
PJ's over here
PJ
smacking me in the
everyone as
heart.
well. Yeah.
Yes. But yes, but Lozzie is, like I said, if you're you're in my list of favorite streamers, there's a reason why you're here. One point or
Oh.
another, I became fixated on your stream, and it was like, this person's a good bean, and I want to be associated with them. Not for any other reason, because I like meeting new people and making new friends, because I want to pick your brain and be like, oh, why do you like this? Why are you like this? Why did you do this? Well, tell me about your history. Tell me about that. I am so nosy. It's the writer in me, and Lozzie can understand that. I want to know everything. I want to know everything. All right, Loz, what is your favorite genre of game? Is it the horror? But you also play Tomb Raider, and I've seen you play Devil May Cry. I don't think those are considered. Well, Devil May Cry is considered hack and slash. Occasionally you need to just cut the shit out of something because everybody needs that.
Yes.
Stalker alert! Be quiet, Mally. I love you too. You're in that list,
Ooh.
Mally. So, but yes, you got to have your hack and slash games like Bayonetta and Devil May Cry, things like that. You got to have those. But you also like Tomb Raider. I'm sorry, I cannot get into Tomb Raider. It's because I have a trouble with platforming games. Anything that I have to grab a hold of and do platforming, done. I rage. It's bad. But so, what would you say is your favorite genre of game?
Oh, it has changed over the years. It has changed. It used to be like adventure and fantasy, from like Final Fantasy VII onwards, Kingdom Hearts, even Zelda. And it went to like, like hack and slash with Devil May Cry and Bayonetta and, all the games like that. And then it went to horror. And then it sort of like does this thing and it goes back a bit and it's like, oh, you like a bit of sci-fi as well. And it's like, but like on the whole, like I would say it's probably mostly horror. Mostly horror.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me, yeah. I like mine is probably 80% horror. The rest is random things like Capybara Spa and The Sims and Core Keeper and weird games like The Division. Occasionally you need to pew pew somebody in the face. Sorry, can't help it.
Yeah.
I was playing the Division 1 today because freaking PJ was talking about the Division. And I was like, oh, I gotta go play it now. Ugh. It's horrible. But yes, I understand. But horror is like your bread and butter. Bread and butter. Sorry, words are hard. Do it. Yes.
Yes.
So what would you say is your ultimate favorite game? Would it be Resident Evil, the HD?
Ooh. That somebody asked me that earlier. Do you know what? I cannot pinpoint an ultimate favorite game.
No?
But I will say the games that I will consider in my favorites.
Okay.
Is obviously Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, 4, definitely 4.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
A lot of people like 4.
yeah, I like the HD remake as well. I do like that one. Obviously, like, Resident Evil 2 remake as well. Not s- I do like Resident Evil 3 remake, but it's not one of my favorites, I don't think. I
It's very
think
controversial. There's like 4
yes.
reasons why I like that one myself. 1, because I could speed run it in one stream. 2,
Carlos.
Carlos. 3, Carlos. 4, Jill dodging.
5
It's like-
Carlos.
it's all about Carlos. Oh my god, I don't know the model that they got for Carlos. I'm like, oh my god, and he has his Twitter page and Instagram page. It's all of him dressing up like Carlos and doing exercises. I'm like, oh
Oh,
my god, you beautiful bastard.
yes. You beautiful, beautiful human. Oh,
Oh, I
I'd
love it.
say another one I like is Resident Evil 7. I know not a lot of people are a bit
Are you
about
kidding?
I
Oh,
love
people
I
love
love Resident
Resident
Evil
Evil
7.
7.
I was thinking at first when it first came out and people were like, "Oh my god, it's first person."
Right.
It's first person. It's
I was the
Resident
same
Evil's not
way.
been first person before.
Yeah, that's because I'm set in my old ways and I like the way
Yeah.
the old ones were set up with the fixed angles and the tank engines and everything like that.
Yes.
But I grew to appreciate it. The more I watched people play it, it was like, oh my God, fucking Jack
Yes,
Baker is
so good.
terrifying. He is one of
He
the
is.
best stalker AIs I have ever freaking seen because it's not just like Mr. X, boom, 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 with his rail. He has a rail where he goes particularly, and he doesn't have anything else that goes with it. I mean, he doesn't have any physical quirks or he doesn't say anything, but Jack will taunt your ass the entire time he's chasing you. It's like, oh god, that makes it worse. He's 100 times creepier. And they're like, welcome to the family, son. It's like, yeah, okay, no, bye, dad. Bye go leave me. He's one of the best stalker AIs ever. It's so bad.
I can't do it the way he does it, but
Yeah, right. It's so good. Okay, PJ, enjoy the bath. Make sure you have lots of bubbles and a glass of wine.
Oh yeah, enjoy your bath, PJ.
Enjoy the bath.
Yeah, I love it all the way through, Mark. I love it all the way through. I just noticed what he put,
It's
where
so
he said
good.
it flops after the ship. I
I'm
loved
just
it
so
all the way.
upset that I can't play it. One of my peoples, I think it was Emo who got it. He got it for me in some key. He's like, here, I got you a present, and I was like, oh shit. And I tried to play it, and then the motion sickness problem. I've been having more and more motion sickness problems with different games, and I just realized my sister was like, well, her aunt had a really bad motion sickness problem. The older she got, the worse it got. I was like, oh man, are you telling me that I'm not going to be able to play games? So I'm going to have to go to the doctor and get it checked so I can play some of these games because I have RE7, RE8. I have all the DLC for RE8, but I can't play them. It make me so sick. Oh, it's the worst feeling, Laws. Worst feeling.
It is. I can imagine it honestly is.
I was so terrified that I wouldn't be able to play Dead Space. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No,
but
it's fine.
I was able to. The engine was fine. It was fine. And I hope they use something similar. If they use the engine for like the Resident Evil 2 remake for RE4, I'll be able to play it. Because I can't play RE4 as it is right now. I can't. It makes me sick.
I cannot wait for RE4 remake. It's going to be so good.
Eating pure ginger. I've heard that. Somebody else told me that eating ginger helps with motion sickness. Maybe I try that. But yes, we already know that Resident Evil is one of your favorite games.
Yes. Dead Space 1 and 2.
Yes.
Definitely. Speaking about Dead Space.
Yeah, Dead Space.
Fatal Frame. Love Fatal Frame.
There's a lot of people are like, either you love Japanese horror, the Asian horror, or you love it.
Yes.
But Fatal Frame is one of the only games ever it made me sleep with my roommate because I didn't want to be by myself. And I love horror games. I watched Dawn of the Dead when I was 6. So it's like, yes, we need games like that make you want to pee yourself. So it's like Fatal Frame like that. Ku-On. Let me think of some more Japanese horror. Corpse Party. Games like that. It's like, oh my god, so good. What's the other one called? I can't think of it. Dread Out. Dread Out is good. There's just so many good ones. The
Yes.
Coma. The Coma is
Yes, I was
amazing
gonna say
too.
the coma.
The Coma
I can't
is
wait.
really, really good. I was very surprised by the. It's very Japanese side-scrolling comic book style, but it's a
Yes.
teacher chasing you around with a box cutter.
Yeah,
How
it's a crazy
terrified is
teacher
that?
chasing him, yeah.
What was the other one? What was the other one? Home Sweet Home, also terrifying. But
I've not
yes,
I've not played that one. I'm gonna have to play that one, I think,
very,
well,
very good.
especially when I get the new PC and everything as well. It's gonna be
Because
so much I gotta play.
it's very different
So
from Western horror games. Western horror games have lots of blood, lots of guts.
yes.
Where Eastern horror games have this unpleasant feeling of dread through the entire
Yes.
game. Somehow they make you worry about everything you touch. It's like, no,
Yes.
no, I don't want to go in there. Like Fatal Frame with the head and the ball and the thing ghost jumping out of nowhere. Oh,
Oh,
Fatal Frame is
oh,
amazing.
I
But
know what you're
yes.
talking about there and everything, and I'm like, "No, no, no."
So everybody's been talking about the Last of Us TV show. Are you a Last of Us fan?
Do you know what? Since I've started replaying the game, I think I am. I
Mm.
think I am. I haven't played the second one yet. I will be playing the second one after I finish this one.
I've never
But,
played all the way through the game. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
that's all right.
I've never played all
Um,
the way through the game, but because I was like, oh well, it's so sad. It actually made me emotionally like a roller coaster because of how epic the feels was in the game. I mean, if
yes.
you've
Well,
played The Last of
you
Us, you
know
know
what
the
it's been
first like
doing to
10
me.
minutes. The first 10 minutes you want to kill yourself because it's like, no, no, don't do that, no.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like no, no.
yeah.
It's so emotionally stressful. So I couldn't play all the
It
way
is.
through it.
It is. Well, you know what I was like? I was like, this game, like, because I remember playing it and starting it and then coming into your chat and going, this game is unbelievably rude, Lizzie.
It is
It's
rude.
made me
It's
emotional
rude.
wreck. You know?
It is so rude.
Oh, I
Like
was
I
crying
cried.
and everything.
I'm
I
talking about
cried.
like when I played Final Fantasy X, I cried when I got the bad ending for when I don't even know how to pronounce his name. I'm gonna get yelled at for pronouncing it this way, Titus. Yeah. Whenever
Yes.
he disappeared. Spoilers. But
Oh,
I cried. I cry in video games. Okay, if somebody
yeah.
like if you played the Walking Dead Telltale, and when at the end that one episode you're sitting here in tears. I'm an emotional wreck. Okay, and it's like travels over. But as soon as The Last of Us comes out in March, of course, it's coming out the same month as Resident Evil, bitches. But I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it. But yes, it is a very good game, and I'm watching the TV series with Pedro. I love Pedro Pascal. So
Yes.
yes, and it is
I will
very
be watching.
religiously loyal to the game, which I like.
Yes. Hopefully, if I've had my hair cut by then, because I forgot I'm having my hair cut on Wednesday,
Hmm.
I'll be hopefully watching it with you on Wednesday.
Yes, yes, I'll
Yes.
be playing the episodes as they come out. The
Yeah.
first episode is the longest. I think it's like an hour and almost 2 hours. It's a
Yeah.
very long episode because they're getting their foundation and stuff, but it's written really, really well.
Yes, it does. It looks so good. Mum said it's really good. My
And
mum's been watching it.
Lozzie, and I want to apologize to you right now because I've just went off track like 8 times.
Oh, don't worry about it. Don't
Yeah, this
worry about
podcast
it.
is supposed to be about
Yeah.
you, and I keep bouncing from this to that to this to that. I apologize.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Honestly, I love that. Hearing what you got to say and things like about things. So don't worry about it.
All right. So back to this interview. How do you
Yeah.
feel about collaborating, networking, and self promotion? Not all together, but what do you feel about those subjects? Your opinions, ma'am. Well, you got like a
Net-
1,000 degrees in my house all of a sudden. Holy crap.
I was going to say, I was there thinking like it's got really, really warm in my room, and then I looked down and I thought it's because you're wearing your fleecy nighty thing, like that's why you're warm.
I don't
But,
know what it is, man. Oh, I got a blanket on my lap too, so I guess that has something to do with it. All right.
Networking, self promotion. I say I feel comfortable with it on Discord and Twitter. I wouldn't do it anything past those, obviously, but I always say as well, if you come into say my chat or Lizzie's chat, PJ's, Jen's, anyone's like that, and say, "Oh, I'm going live," that's not good etiquette. Don't do that.
Etiquette?
But
Yes.
etiquette. I would love to do collabs though, Lizzie. We've got to get Dead Space 3 sorted. You
The
know,
collabs,
I
yes.
really love. Yes,
Yes,
and
that's
I'd love
one thing I want to do more of on my channel. I want to collab
to.
with more streamers, but I always feel like I'm a pain in the ass when I'm
Yeah,
asking them to do something. It's like
yeah.
they're busy. They're doing their own channel. Why do they want to come and hang out with me on my I'm a dumbness. I am a dumb person, and I'm just gonna sit over here and say okay, and like poke my fingers together, like, would you come play games with me on my channel?
um. Yes, I'd love to. I'd love to. All
Yeah.
I've been saying it all along. I can't wait to play games with you guys at all.
Yes.
Which is part. It's going to be part of the experience of having this new computer as well. I can actually play games with my friends.
Hey, language over there, sir. Sorry.
And
He's over here swearing. He's over here swearing, playing the Dead Space.
Lizzie hubby stomping again.
And how he's stomping, yeah. Yeah.
But yes, like I can't wait to play Dead Space 3. We could play things like Fear 3 and Resident
Oh,
Evil 5. Obviously, if you're okay with that. If you're not okay with that, obviously,
bro,
yeah.
there is something about Fear 3 that just hits me right on. It is a trash game, but I love it so much. I love playing it. The Fear series, that you get the big ass physics when you turn around and knock all the paint cans on the floor. But being chased by Alma is one of the scariest things ever.
Yeah, it is. Going by Fear 2, because
Yes.
I played Fear 1 and 2, never played Fear 3, so if we do play that together, I'm going to be a baby at it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think I've played it a couple of times on the channel. Milady Swaggins! Oh, the swag is here. Good to see you, Swag. Thank you for the sub. I love Swag. She is the aficionado on Final Fantasy and Resident Evil games.
Oh, we'd get along really well. We will.
Yes,
milady.
you would. Yes, you
We
would.
will.
Welcome, Miss Swag. Mellow. I always she actually has funny merch that says "Do not eat chocobos" or "Chocobos are not food,"
Oh,
which is pretty
yeah,
funny.
chocobos are not food. I
No.
agree with that.
Now, what was I talking about? Fear. Yes. Fear 3 is like one of those garbage staple games that I really, really love. Me and hubby play that occasionally, when I want to go around and like possess people and explode them from the inside. Because I love to play the evil brother.
I see how it is. I'm going to be playing Point Man then.
I'm not good at shooting people. I like exploding people, but I would definitely switch back and with you. Fun. Collabs, I think, are an amazing thing.
Yes.
Especially if you're playing, because the camaraderie. I mean, you as a regular solo streamer, you can think of things to say, but if you got somebody to bounce shit off of, it's 100 times funnier. Like when I was playing Phasmo with Pete and Jen and Queen, and they told me to light the candles around the pentagram, and then it summoned the ghost and it killed me. Trolling.
I can't wait to play that with you guys as
well.
well.
Yes, the trolling is so amazing. Fun. And I need to get together with Miss PJ over there. We gotta play some Division. We gotta have some plays of Division. Yes. So, but the networking thing, you blame Jen. Of course you do, Queen. See, Queen has been suffering with me in collabing for forever. We play World War Z together. Oh, she got you too? Oh,
I just saw what Pete.
Mom is 100% a troll. She is 100% troll.
She's a lovely troll, though.
See, going back to the conversation me and Miss Laws were talking about the community, the networking. The networking is what we're talking about right now. It's like, hey, I'm gonna go play with them. So the collabing and the networking go hand in hand. It's like that's my sister community over there, or that's my brother community over there. Those are my peeps. So it's like that's what it is. It's like, okay, I can go play with them or go play this. It's like it's so amazing to have all of these people that have such similar minds to you. Also could be like we could take over the world.
That's our next plan, isn't it? Take over the world.
Yeah, we did RE5, but I got sick, Queen. Yes. Because I have RE5 and RE6, but I haven't tried RE6 yet.
I've played RE6. Probably never play it again.
No. Mm-mm.
It wasn't one of my favorites, so I'll say
I wanted Leon to punch what the hell Wesker's kids in the face with. Punch him in the face. Yeah, Jake! Yeah, please punch him in the face. I hate him so much.
Yes.
Yes.
Even though he's the one I play when I play
Yes.
that
Yes. I
when I
don't
play
like him.
that campaign, he's the one I play.
I don't like him.
No, he's not as bad as Steve though. Come on, he's not as bad as Steve. He's just a
It's
hothead.
close. It's close. It's like, who did Wesker sleep with to pop that out? Yee.
Oh,
But anyway, Miss Lozzie, do you have any collabs coming up for your channel? I know we are going to have a collab when you get your PC. We're going to play some Fear
yes.
and some other games. But do you have anybody else you want to collab with?
Well, to be honest, I'm more than happy collabing with anyone. I'd love to collab with. I'd love to collab with you, Jen, PJ, Queen. Pete if he wanted to. Mark even if he wanted to play something.
Wait, is Mark
wanted
a streamer?
He's not a streamer, no.
Oh,
No,
okay.
but if he wanted to play something, on stream, like.
Kind of forced
But
my
yeah,
husband every Sunday.
uh,
Poor significant others, you force them to come on here
Yeah.
and play games. But you guys wanted him to! Now he has to actually do a takeover. Oh, alright.
oh,
But the
But yeah,
networking, but networking I think is something essential that you should do if you're a streamer.
yes.
But don't take it to the point where you're just using them as a stepping stone to get higher. But actually make friends, like real friends. It's really sad. And in my real life, I have one legit friend from high school who I talk to, and nobody else talks to me. I lost most of my friends when I got sick because they don't want to deal with you when you're sick.
Mm.
So, all of my friends are online. They're in Portugal, they're in the UK, they're in Brazil, they're in all these other places, and I'm like, I can't visit them and hang out and like have donuts. I mean, I need to have donuts with Queen at least once in my lifetime. We need to find a central location where we all can meet up and just hug for like 20 minutes and be awkward about it.
Awkward hugs.
Awkward hugs, because it would be amazing, I think, to have a meet greet with all of my favorite peoples in the world.
Yes,
And
it would be.
I will make that happen. Yes, Queen. But yes, like I said, I love to collaborate with people. I just feel like an asshole asking because I know they're busy and I know they have their own schedules and things to deal with, and it's like they don't want to come over here. Podcasts are really hard for me because I have to go and ask people, do you want to come and be on my podcast? And I can harass you with questions. But a lot of people are very gracious and come on, like you, Miss Lozzie, and let me pick at your brain. Pick.
Yeah.
So.
But yes, I was thinking of collabs as well. Like, I'd like to invite, like you did, with me when we played when you played Resident Evil 1. I'd love to do that. Like, like invite you on for some Resident Evil. Invite, say, I don't know, Queen if she wanted to, Jen if she wanted to do some Tomb Raider or something.
Yeah.
And we
It's
can
fun
just
having
talk
somebody
about
else
it
babble in the
and-
background while you're playing games.
It is. It is.
Yeah, so if you're going to do that, do Resident Evil 2 Remake and I won't shut up.
Okay.
You won't have to say a word because I'll be like, Leon! My entire time. Oh, Leon! Oh, Leon! But yeah.
Occasionally, you might hear me going on, oh shit, or something like that, from running away from Mr. X or something, like, because I run out of ammo or something.
Yeah. But, self-promotion is something that I don't like in my chat unless I tell you to please shout yourself out, which I normally don't do. I just yell at one of my benevolent mods will say, oh yes, I will give you a shout out as soon as I see your face. But you have to be careful with self-promotion. It's good to sell your brand of stream, but don't shove it in people's faces.
Yes, I agree with that.
If you're rating somebody, it's common for people to talk about their stream for a little bit and then go on to something else. But if you're continuously bringing yourself up in their chat, like I had a Eddie Coop moment today in Milady Swaggins chat when we were talking about her being on my podcast next month, and I was asking her when is she gonna do her own podcast, but she thought I was talking about my podcast. I was like, no, I'm not self-promoting. I'm not asking about you when you were gonna start your own podcast. I felt really shitty for like 20 seconds. It's like, oh my god, no, did I just do that? I felt horrible. So I will never. It's one of the things I just don't like.
Yeah,
It's one of those
same,
things when you're
same.
talking and being a new streamer. It's one of those things you don't
Yes,
yourself in
but
somebody else's
I
chat.
you probably already noticed, but every time I think I'm self-promoting, I go, I don't mean to, I'm not self-promoting. No, no, no,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And it's like,
Hmm.
oh,
Yes, yes,
and like
indeed.
half the time the street, the person streaming will go, no, don't worry about it.
Hmm.
You're not. Don't worry about it. Now, if I was sort of like I did a stream earlier, and I came into your stream now, and I was chatting,
Hmm.
and I went, oh yes, we're playing, I don't know, medieval. We've been playing medieval and blah de blah de blah, and you haven't asked
Hmm.
either.
Hmm.
That's like what. Like, and I mentioned that I was streaming it as well. Like, I'd be like,
Well, if you said you were just playing it, that'd be okay.
"Uh,
But if you
yeah, if
said
it,
that you were just streaming it,
yeah,
it'd be like, okay.
what do you, okay, yeah, don't do that. you know,
Hmm. But
but
yeah,
yes,
so what's next for your channel, Lozzie? We know that you're gonna do some reading streams because we smell that in the wind. We sniffed that
yes,
out already. So what's
I'd
next
say
for the Lozzie channel?
that's good. That's the main thing. That is
Hmm.
obviously, like we were just talking about collabs as well. I'd love to do some more. I'd love to do collabs with people.
Hmm.
People who want to, obviously, want to come on, or either do like a multi-stream or anything, anything like that. And like I said, it doesn't even have to be on stream. If you want to play, if you said to me now, oh, like say I had the PC now, and you went, oh, do you fancy playing some Dead Space 3 today, Lars?
Hmm.
I'd be like, yeah, okay, you
Hmm.
know. But yeah, the main one is probably going to be the reading streams, I would say, because I know now, I can confirm now, Mark is colouring the scene. It's taken him a little bit to do, to design it, but he's colouring it all now, and it's got all references in it as well to things that I like as well, like Tomb Raider, Persona 5, Medieval, Castlevania, Resident Evil, all the good stuff. So it is going to be cool. But yeah, let's just say that's like that's the main thing that's happening, I would say.
Okay.
Oh, shall be done by Tuesday, marked. It's confirmed.
I can't remember. Did I ask you about your writing?
I don't think so. I think you asked me about it in the last podcast when we was talking writing horror and things.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So Lozzie is actually a published writer, which
Yeah,
is
I
one
am.
of my biggest bucket list things ever. So I am super proud of her to have that piece out there. So tell us a little bit about that piece, Lozzie.
Um. Oh, that is quite a. Do you know what, you're gonna catch me a little bit now, because I'll be like,
Well,
but
what is it about? What is it about?
the original piece that I did do was a ghost story. It
Okay.
was set. It was set in the city of Cardiff, which is one of the cities I do love. In Wales and all, and it was to do with the castle as well. It was all based on sort of things that I remembered from visiting the castle and all. Because Cardiff Castle, if you guys haven't been, is beautiful, absolutely beautiful inside,
Beautiful.
and it's really beautiful. I was talking though about, like, I sort of made up a thing where they apparently discovered catacombs under the castle and under the city and all. And of course, like, as in my usual fashion, I ended up throwing like a lot of nasty ghosts in these catacombs. But yes, it did get published. It did get published in the Readers and Writers Digest, I believe the magazine was called. Which, yeah, I still, obviously I still got the magazines now where I've got published and things, and I'm just like, what, how, you know, 'cause it's so hard to get published. It's, like, until you actually try, you don't really realize how hard it is, because people will just, like, they have so many submissions and things, like, often or not, they'll just go, oh, thank you very much, but, we're not interested, and things like that.
Hmm.
So it is really hard, and you've got to be prepared for that as well, because it is quite it is quite upsetting when that happens, but you have got to be prepared for it. And I did get inspired a little bit from one of my favorite authors as well, which is Stephen King. And when he originally was, trying to, I think it was when he was trying to publish Carrie, which was his first book. Um, he had so many, obviously so many rejection letters and all. He actually put them up in, like in his study or wherever it was. He put them up on the wall, the rejection letters, and I was like, that's quite. Yeah, I know it sounds like like okay, but when you're sort of like facing it yourself, that's quite inspiring then to find out that like your favorite author who's also very famous as well um had issues as well then
Hmm.
getting published. So yeah, that's one of the things I always think about when I like say I do submit something and they go like, oh, we're not interested at this time, sorry. That's one of the things I always think about, was that little thing I found out about Stephen King.
The bravest thing ever is to try to publish something that you've written. Because when
It
you're a writer, and Lozzie can probably agree with me on this,
hmm
each story that a writer writes is from deep inside of that creative part of their brain. They're just
it is.
mixing a bunch of shit together, and it's like a bit of their soul, their personality, things they've seen, things they experienced in this story, and they're showing it to you. So they're bearing their innermost soul to you. And then if you're like, whatever, so it's crushing. It's crushing every time that you get rejected for it. It's like it's pain. It's like we're masochistic. We write it, we send it in, it gets rejected. We write it, we send it in. We're just waiting for that day that we actually get published. That somebody says, "Hey, this shit's pretty good."
Yes.
So
And
if a
yeah,
writer shows you their work and they want you to read it, you know they're hovering above your name, waiting for you to give an answer. They're biting their fingernails. They're pacing back and
yeah.
forth. They've smoked like 6 cigarettes because they're
Oh
like, oh
yes.
my god, what if they don't like it? What if they don't like it? What if they think it's trash? And that's just going through head, and then it's even worse when it's going to some place that could be published that the world can see and the world can hate. It's like, okay, but then I always think there are books out there like 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, Twilight.
And then I'm like, I think I can do better than that.
Yes.
So
Like,
I keep trying.
yeah. We're clearly writing it. We're writing in the wrong genre. We are. We're clearly right. We've got to write in the smut genre.
Oh, I do write in the smut genre, Lozzie, and you know I do.
You know what I mean, though. Like 50 Shades, like
Well, I
smut,
don't want to
sort
write
of thing.
mom porn, okay?
No, never do I. I don't.
But Jack is correct. Jack is correct. We have a whole generation. We have a whole shelf of horny people that love to read smut. It is one of the most popular genres.
I will admit, I've read the first 50 Shades book.
Lozzie!
And I read it.
Lozzie!
And I read it all the way through. I don't know how I did it, but I read it all the way through. And I put it down. I had a sip of my tea, and I went, what the fuck did I just read?
Exactly! It's like, how do you find the sexy in
Oh,
all this guy is? I hate him so much. I've never hated anybody as much as I hate that main character. Oh my god.
I know. But
It's like, generation loves
Johnny
MILFs.
Redeemed-
Exactly! We love MILFs. But I love to write smut. I love it. It is one of the most free. I don't know. It's in my DNA. Writing horror and writing smut. I write both, and it's just I haven't written in a really long time. But like I told Lozzie when I first got on the call, that I was like I had an idea for a story and I had to fucking write it like right then.
Oh, yeah.
Because the writing gnome in your head says you write this now or you're never gonna see this idea again. It threatens you.
It does.
It
does. It's very threatening.
It's very threatening. It's like you're never going to see it again. But I'm so proud of you, Miss Lozzie, for getting a piece published. That is my dream. My mom was a writer, never got anything published. I want to at least get one thing published before I die, before I turn into a giant husk and get like burned into a pile of ashes and then thrown somewhere in a field.
You'll do it. You'll do it, Lizzie. I believe in you. I do believe in you. You'll go. One day will come, and like you'll have like the answer you've been looking for, which is yes.
Yes.
We're interested, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And we would like to put you, say, like, I don't know, in this reading magazine, sorry. And then you just be like, I done it.
Done
I've
it.
done it. Mm.
Yep. I've sent in applications for the Writer's Digest contest. I did it like
Mm.
5 years in a row, and it's like I've never won. So I just gave up sending it in.
Yeah, that's one of the things I would say that is very demotivating when it comes to writing as well. It's just when you keep thinking, you keep hitting that wall,
Mm-hmm.
and you're just like, well, you do get a little voice in the back of your head, because everyone gets his little voice about something that just goes, what's the point?
The imposter syndrome, though. Yes, he tells
Yeah,
you that you're not like these other people. The other people are better. You're just pretending and trying to be like them. It's like, oh God,
yeah,
leave me alone.
yeah,
Especially if you
yes,
have anxiety and low self esteem. It doesn't
yes,
help
yeah,
either.
yeah. I can concur with that. That's one of the things I've got.
Yeah.
Anxiety and low self-esteem is just, ugh.
But here we are still trying because I have great
Yes.
people like Miss Lozzie here who tells me, you fucking do it. You're going to do it. You're going to be great. So I keep trying. She doesn't say it
Uh,
exactly like I just did, but
no.
but it's good to have a writer in your corner. Okay. A writing friend. At least you need one. You need at least one righty friend that you can say, I have a bunch of them. Luckily, I can say, hey, I need a name for this person, or does this sound bad? Because there's so many things nowadays that you can't write because it's like, how do I write a same-sex couple? How do I write a person from the gay perspective? How do I write a person of color? Somebody who's Spanish, somebody's African American.
Yes.
How do you do that without being culture appropriative or being racist in the process? It's like you got to be so
Yeah.
careful about everything. And I want
Yeah.
I want more diversity in my writing, but I'm scared to death to write anything and be, pegged as one of those of the above. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So you
Yes, I
have to
do.
be very, very careful. It's very hard in the writing world.
It's
Any
it's
creative person is hard.
it's very hard, especially at the moment as well, because everything at the moment, I don't mean to bring this up, but everything is just so, you know what I mean, don't you? It's like everything is more PC then, if that makes any sense. If
Mm-hmm.
that's the correct thing to say. Or like more woke or something, and it's just like, oh,
You have to be very
you know,
careful because everybody
yeah,
is up on that edge. So if you just push it
yes,
on either side, you're going to get stabbed or cut in
yeah.
half. So
Yeah, it does. It just literally needs to. Okay, who's going to stab me today? You know.
politicized. Exactly, Jack. That's what we're looking for. But yeah, everything is
Yes.
politicized. And it doesn't even have to be. It could be just writing because you like the character a certain way. But it's
Yeah.
not. That's not the way it's going to be perceived when you let somebody else read it. So it's always good to
Yeah.
have someone to read it and bounce ideas off and say, "Hey, does this sound like shit? Is this gonna cause a riot? Please tell me before I send it out." So it's like, okay. So also
Yeah.
being, especially even in art, content creation, music, long lyrics, anything. Anybody, if you're a creator of any type, you're always got that thing on your back saying, okay, be careful what you say. Anything you say could be turned against you, and then you could be back in a hole, and nobody's talking to you, and you're an outcast. So you have to be careful.
Yes, you do. You
And I just
honestly
went very
do.
political in your podcast, Lozzie. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Don't worry. Don't worry about it.
All right. So, what advice would you give to a newbie streamer? Any
Advice
kind
I
of
would give
tips? Oh, I feel like
a
I got a burp. Hang on.
newbie streamer. Oh, I was going to say have your burp.
Thank you.
um,
Mute button.
um, tips I would say is try not to be put off. By say like if you start streaming now, say you've got everything, you even if it's just like like I said, I started with a crappy headset and a PS4,
Mm-hmm.
and if you say I don't know, you only have like one person watching you when you first start, don't let that get to you at all. In fact, look for, I always think of like keep pursuing what you like doing. You will find your niche, I would say. And not only that, but
Oh,
obviously, like
excuse
if you,
me.
oh,
I couldn't hit the mute button fast enough.
oh, sorry, excuse you, Lizzie.
Excuse me with this big old sneeze in the middle of your conversation.
Oh,
Whew. Okay, I'm good. Go ahead.
but the other thing I would say is obviously we've touched on this already is don't go into other people's chat and say, "Oh, I now stream," or
Mm.
things like that. Don't do that
Did you hear
because
about the streamer that was actually sending his people into other people's chats to promote his stream while he was streaming?
no, I didn't hear anything
Yeah, I
of
was
that.
watching a
No,
YouTube and going, "Oh my god, how low can you go to send your people into other people's streams saying, "Hey, this person's
yeah,
streaming." But yeah. Mhm.
yeah, don't do that either. Don't do that. um, and yeah, the other thing is when you start streaming as well, you are going to be feeling very awkward.
Mhm.
You're going to be feeling very nervous,
Mhm.
anxious, even. I still get anxious now, and I will say it like, look, guys, just to warn you, I'm feeling a bit anxious today,
Mhm.
you know, and
That first person in your chat every
yeah,
stream is a savior. Jack, I'm talking about you.
yes,
Jack is the first person in my stream. Has been the first person in my stream for at least like 2 months now. And I
yes,
appreciate him being in there because even I know somebody's going to show up at some point, but him just being there, first being in there, makes me feel like, oh, good, okay, I won't be talking to myself. But everybody has one of those people that immediately pop into your stream and like, hello. It's like, oh God, thank you, bless you, bless soul, yes, bless you. Well, I love it. I love it. I'm sure you
yes,
have one of those laws.
I do.
Hmm.
Uh, his name is Mally.
Maligo, I love Maligo.
Yeah, we all love you, Mally.
We love you, Mally. I know you're there somewhere.
Uh, but
But
yeah, like I said, it will take time as well to build up your audience, then
mhm.
as well to build up your community. So don't let that put you off either, you know. And yeah, like you said, like sometimes you will hit affiliate quick,
Mhm.
like you did, Lizzie, or sometimes it will
I
take
was I was a
a
rare
long time.
case.
Yes, Lizzie's a rare case,
So it doesn't
but
gonna
yeah,
happen to everybody. I mean, you will have like nobody in your chat. Some days you will have nobody there.
yes,
Just
some
keep
days
going.
you
Just
will
keep
be.
going. Ignore what's going on. Wait for somebody to come in, somebody to talk. Just keep going. Be yourself. Just
Yeah,
go.
or do what I do and just talk to myself
Yeah.
until
Right, we're
somebody
writers. We talk to
turns up.
ourselves anyway. So we're good.
Yeah,
We're like, oh, Lazi, do you ever get up and like, okay, so he's going to be standing here like this with a knife. So, and you sit there and you get up and you actually do the motions to make sure you're writing it correctly. Because I do that all the time. It's really weird.
yes, yes, I
Okay,
do.
sorry, go ahead. Continue what you were saying.
Yeah. Oh God, I've lost track a little bit now.
I ate your
Well,
brain. I'm sorry.
oh, sorry. No, it's okay. Um,
Yeah,
the
and
other thing I will say to you as well is try not to, get it. And this is hard. This is hard. Try not to get, enrolled into Twitch drama as
yes.
well, because it's not worth it. At the
Mm,
end of the day, it's not
yeah.
worth it, and it may, it may be, it will do you, like if you are, say, almost directly involved, it will do you more damage than good,
Yeah,
really.
you just need one person, one bad person to destroy you from the
Yes.
inside out. I had a person who was actually my mod trying to destroy me from the inside out.
Yeah. I
So
had a I had a friend like that once as well. I'm
she was
putting that in quotation
completely,
marks now because we're no longer friends, obviously.
yeah, good thing, good thing. Completely
Yes.
trying to get all of my sister communities to hate me, saying I was a bully.
Oh.
Me bullying somebody, chat.
Well,
Let that sink in a minute.
this person just, basically kept trying to bring my audience over to their
Yeah,
stream.
see,
So
just be
yeah, I
careful
was like, no.
because there are some beautiful people out there in the Twitch world who are generally just want to be your friend, but there's other people, man, who
Yeah.
thrive like
Oh,
fungus
yeah.
that off of
Yeah.
drama. Please do not get involved with them.
Yeah. Don't get involved with those people.
And just be yourself. Don't be fake. Be yourself. Generally
Yeah.
be that person online that you are in real life, and people will
Yes.
love you. This is me. This is how I am in real life. I'm this loud in real life. Trust me. People have to stand across the room to listen to me sometimes. You can ask my husband. He can hear me from the parking lot. I'm
Another
that
thing
loud.
oh, sorry,
Go ahead.
Lizzie.
No, go ahead.
No, another thing I will say as well, because I did feel this recently. If, say, like, you get, angry because of tech difficulties, or I don't know, you have a bit of a rage quit thing because, like, the game is really pissing you off, that's fine.
Mhm.
Do not take your anger out, though, on, like, your community. Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's just, you don't do that.
Yeah, I'm
You
one of
know,
those gamers that if I get mad at it, I can feel that anger
Mm.
ball, that anger seed in my chest, and be like, nope, done with it. I refuse to be
Yeah,
angry.
yeah,
Nope, done with it.
yeah, done with that.
Yep.
Yeah,
If you start
that's what
feeling yourself getting ragey, just stop. Take a minute, watch some capybara videos. You'll be good. You'll be good.
yeah, that's basically what to do,
Yeah.
basically.
All right,
And yeah,
Lozzie.
like,
We're
oh
getting
yeah,
to the
sorry,
we're getting to the end of the podcast. I'm actually
we are.
10 minutes over. I apologize.
It's all
Because
right.
we were
Don't
talking
worry.
about Resident Evil. It's your fault. Talk
Yeah,
about Resident
with
Evil and
Resident
smut. I'll be
Evil,
here all day. I actually
Resident
wrote a
Evil.
Resident Evil
Yeah,
fan fiction. I wish I could fucking find it.
it was it the one you told me about Jill and Carlos?
Yes.
All right. Yes.
It was so
Yes.
smutty. It was good. Ah. Okay. But
Nice.
anyway, usually at the end of my podcast, I ask one off the wall question that has nothing to do with anything else. It's just my weird, morbid curiosity asking these questions.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
What do people misunderstand about you the most?
Do you know what? I'm not entirely sure, if I'm honest.
Mm,
It's just one of those things that, unless, say, like, it was brought up in conversation or something, I don't really think about it.
hmm
But I think people do think that I'm just, like, this person who's, like, really shy and quiet and, just quiet like a mouse sort of thing, like, until they get to know me.
mm.
And until they see all the hand gestures and like, and all everything as well, then they're like, "Oh no, she's not quiet. She's not quiet at all.
She's chatty.
She's got a deceiving sounding voice."
Demon sounding voice. No. No.
Uh,
Lozzie is amazing. She is a jewel to the Twitch community, and y'all should follow her, or I'm going to hunt you down and bonk you in the nose.
uh,
Threats! Pizzachan is threatening people now.
oh.
No, I'm serious. Everybody that I
Oh.
have had on this podcast are 1000% the most amazing streamers, and they should be higher. They should be much higher in the Twitch chain regime, but they're not. Why? Numbers and algorithms.
Numbers, yeah.
Yes, they are not. They are truly an attribute to the streaming and content creation. Each one brings something magnificent to the table, and it's a shame that most of them will never be seen because Twitch is crap.
Oh,
Twitch
thank you,
Twitch
Jack. Thank you.
discoverability is crap. So we have to do what we can, and I will do what I can to promote and put these beautiful people up on their pedestals where they belong. So please go
Oh, thank
follow
you,
Lozzie
Lizzie.
because she's amazing. And one of the truest people, truest, gentle, and wholesome people I know. She's great to talk to, very comforting, very soothing. She's soothing like a nice glass of like chocolate milk. I'm so weird. I know, I apologize. But that's the end of the podcast. Those are all my questions, Miss Lozzie.
Oh, thank you so much for having me, Lizzie. Thank you. I'm sorry if you heard somebody say Lozzie in the background then. That was my dad.
Oh, Lozzie.
Lozzie.
Lozzie. Very beef, yes. But I'm sure I'm gonna ask you to come back on my channel again, Miss Lozzie, for some
Yes.
weird purpose or another, because I love having you on. But guys, go follow Lozzie right now. Like her streaming schedule's a little up in the air because of her unfortunate fibro friend, the asshole that steals all of her energy and makes her hurt. But
one friend that you just,
yeah, the pain in the ass.
on to you.
But she is an amazing streamer, so please go check her out. And also, thank you, Miss Lozzie, for joining me on this Sunday even with the tech issues and the random topics.
Even with my internet going no.
No! But
Oh,
but yeah, so you can head off now if you want. I know I've kept you long enough, and I'm
no.
gonna just sit there and flap my lips about the next people coming on the podcast and that.
So I don't mind waiting. It's all right.
Oh, well, she's gonna hang out with me. How about that?
I'm gonna
All
hang
right.
out. Yeah.
Oh shit! All right, I feel honored today. All right, so next on the list will be. Oh, just got out of the bath, Miss PJ. Thank you, Pajama Mama, for joining us. We love you, PJ. So according to my schedule, yes, I have a schedule book. This is Lexi Lou's influence on me because I have to now organize my shit because she is the most organized mod I have ever seen in my entire fucking life. So we in February we have 2 podcasts. I'm going to be doing 2 podcasts every month until July, where I'm going to be doing a podcast with Miss Lexi Lou called History is Weird, where we do 5 to 10 historical facts about weird things. We're starting with Greek mythology, where about the gods and things like that. 10 weird facts about that. And we're just going to talk about it because that's going to be fun. And I love to listen to Lexi Lou talk because of her Portuguese accent. It's so good. Anyway, but yeah. So our next people coming up will be It's a Banana Pancake on February 18th. It's a Banana Pancake is an amazing streamer. Randomly rated me one time and I fell in love with her content because she is super, super funny. And she has a cat named Mr. Bill. That's great. I love the cat named Mr.
Great.
Also, the Swag, the Milady Swaggins will be joining us sometime this in February as well. I just don't know when because her schedule is currently up in the deep, but I will post that immediately when I find out. So yes, that's what's next on season 3. And the rest of the time is just going to be me playing Dead Space, so you got to get used to that. Also, chat if you're interested, where I'm going to be playing the episodes of Last of Us in the Discord on Wednesday mornings around 8:30, 9 o'clock. If you want to hop in and check those out, we were doing one episode per Wednesday. We used to do this with The Walking Dead. But somehow I usually get annoyed with The Walking Dead when Negan shows up, so I don't usually want to stream it anymore. That's what happened. So it's like, nah, I don't want to do that anymore. Anyway, what's that? Did you know that the Portuguese king banned putting shit on people's mouths? Oh, interesting.
Oh.
Maybe I should have you on about the weird facts. What the hell is that all about? Anyway, chat. That's the end of the podcast. Thank you all for being here and all your generosity. Queen, thank you for all of the freaking gift subs, you maniac. Thank you for the bits and the love and just generally being amazing people listening to me talk about absolutely nothing and showing you my favorite streamers. Like I said, we are going to have 2 per until July. I'm not going to tell you who they are, but actually if you hit exclamation point, season 3, you can see all the people coming up that I have scheduled. A lot of amazing people you don't want to miss. I'm going to try to see one more person, one big streamer that I really, really want to, but I'm kind of nervous to ask him because asking big streamers to be on your podcast makes you want to throw up. Kind of like me asking Sneeble to be on my podcast. I almost threw up when I asked her, but she was so good and cool and calm about it. So anyway, let's see if we can find somebody to raid. Who we got going on? All the music. I had the music off the whole time just so they could hear you, Lusty. I gotta fix my fucking sound.
I need to make my voice a lot higher.
No, you need to not be on a podcast with me because I have a big boomy voice. That's why.
Total opposite of the spectrum. My voice is not that big and boomy, and yours is.
Yeah, I miss Sneeble too, Jack. I miss her too. I hope she's okay. Oh, let's go raid Clearly Brogan. Brogan was also on my podcast not too long ago. She was in season 1. Amazing. Does Fatal Frame speed run. She's doing it right now. Let's go raid her, and yeah, that'll be fun. Guys, go give her a big happy hi hello from the Pizzachan. I love you all. You guys take care of yourselves. Eat that pizza because pizza's great. And eat some cake too because it's somebody's birthday, so go freaking eat it. I love you guys. Bye-bye.